You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard for your mom to your
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Denver Broncos. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Check 56. Watch the run. Hey, receiver. Right 56. Leave it. Bring up 48.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there right off the bat. And even 50 yards. Well, there's a pretty big start right there. They go bombs away on the first play from scrimmage.
Put a smile on your face, didn't it? Not because you're rooting for anyone, but that's the way to begin a game, to put someone back on their heels and announce that they plan to be aggressive.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Mark Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Check.
Back to throw, Darnold. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Here we go, son. Watch 98. Yo, lady. We own it. We own it. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98 too much. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Watch 98. 98 too much. Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Lady. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98 too much. Get your swerve on. Kill. And lady. Check.
And Darnold just beating the play clock. And that is incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
We're going to start. Watch 98. 98 too much. I'm on.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground, pretty much stoned them on that play, and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop them from the 1 back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Don't say nothing. Hey, ready? 54. Bravo. 54. He's tired of you. He's tired of us. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Hey, ready? Check safety. Check 99. Check 99. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Here's Darnold to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it,
they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. And here we go on 4th. Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Timmy Jernigan with a sack. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's second and inches at the 18-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They toss to Ingram. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
56. Mike, 56, right there.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's got his man Hilton. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
56 is Mike. 56. Check 56.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Cousins now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
6-6. Pull it high.
I got you. I got you. Check 15. Check.
Hey, Charlie.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches.
Let's get off the field.
To the air again, it's Cousins. Completion left side to Miller. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. They'll throw again. Cousins. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Cousins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Nelson Aguilar. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Saints take over the first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nikel Roby-Coleman, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Following the interception, Cousins. Throw left side complete. It's Ingram. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. To throw, Cousins. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Gould able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so... They'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
198. Watch 98. 98's Mike. Hey, here we go. 198. Watch 98. 98's Mike.
On second and 12, Darnold. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas.
Here we go, son. Watch 98. 98 for Mike. Tackles. Whip. Watch the whip. Check.
Now a first carry for Daniel Pumphrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point good by Hopkins, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Get in the weight room.
Play action now. Cousins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 40. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Cousins now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Cousins now. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Broncos push further out in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The linebacker, Christian Jones, there to make the stop. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Red 80. 80. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
Here's Darnold. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Timmy Jernigan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Now a toss play. This is Pumphrey. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it. The big man before it gets called.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Now it's Ingram, and only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And he's got Miller. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Cousins to throw it. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
On the draw, this is Ingram. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. T.Y. Hilton hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. Gold with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. Just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Watch 98.
The play fake, and it's Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me. Watch out. You young lady. Under 10. 10. Under crunch. Watch that.
Now Darnold. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 22. They'll run it now with Pumphrey. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
General West.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Bang. Tighten up.
Darnold now to throw. Able to find Isabella. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Shift. Oh, 80. Hey, switch gears. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
Darnold. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Mike 5-4, Mike.
Hey, Echo.
Mike 5-4. Quit talking about it and bring it. 54's Mike.
Now it's Darnold. To the right side, it's Kelsey. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another 1st down on the pickup of 5 yards.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
Check 4, check 4. Hey, check 24, watch 24.
On 1st and 10, Darnold buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Joker, 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 joker. Kill, kill, kill.
Back to throw, Darnold. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. Hopkins' kick is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Watch the eye. Lady. 197.
They'll run here with Pumphrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Hey, go side. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Check. Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go. Jim. Here we go, young lady. Double up. He's coming, double up.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Ingram again, a 1st down carry. And that play will go nowhere. Loses losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Miller. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Third and 4.
To Hunt. 180. Black.
Rip left, rip left.
Wait, to Hunt.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Ingram. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They run with Pumphrey. And an alley to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
To Hunt. 180.
Check pass. Check pass. Mike 56.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. J.J. Nelson with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It's 2nd down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
To throw is Darnold. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Cousins now from the 50. This one complete to Ingram. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Leave it, bring up 48.
54.
Hey, wahoo!
Now Cousins. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. J.J. Nelson, 43 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. Gold with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good work.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Switch it, switch it, switch it.
Here's Darnold. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Man, Eddie. Watch 98. Watch 90. Smooth. Okay, double up, double up, double up, double up.
On the run, it's Pumphrey. And he'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Man, 80. Twist.
61, matchbox lights.
Kill. Turn up. Sponge. No. Man, 80. Get the edge. Come. Man, 80.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold looking deep downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Watch the pass.
Yellow.
56. Mike, 56.
Cousins on first down. And it's caught. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up first and goal. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Mark Ingram, his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Hey, watch Sam. Watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. Yo, 80.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. So that'll back them up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Hey, watch it. Watch it. Deuce. Oh, 80. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check.
Now they snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Lawrence Guy. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Jahan, Danny!
56.
You better bring it. You better bring Jahan.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
They'll look to run with Ingram, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Mark Ingram taking it in as his guys continue to pour it on. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Rock it. Check 13.
Rudolph looking to throw. Going for the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Following the interception, Cousins. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
And the Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Mike, come on, D. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Two.
Hey, we're good. Gun.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Let him know.
Wait, done.
On first and 10, Cousins. Left side, caught by Matthews. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, Ken. Wait, done.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Leave it. Bring up 48.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Lance Kendricks, his first touchdown on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gold with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Check nickel.
Chest.
A handoff to start out the drive. It's Pumphrey. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
first play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Slam, slam, slam. Hatchet, hatchet. Shift, shift. Delaney. Switch.
They'll run again with Pumphrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Single the slot.
Now they try the right side here. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Oh, this offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far, but they're going again on fourth down. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Darnold completes it. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on fourth down? Here's Darnold. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Check 56. Not today, you are. Not today. Check 31. Check 31.
Throwing here, Cousins. He's got it to Ingram, complete. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in.
2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Cousins looking for the end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.
come slide, I'm with it. Gonna see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But it's in, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up.
I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down the finish. I don't play it down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But it's in, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throw it right in my headlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Know you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play it down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But it's in, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
About to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. And we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Head to head with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, number 1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's
20 goons and a ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the